today was one of those really tiring days, so I'm a bit out of energy right now, and it's one of those days where you kind of want to throw your hands in the air and say, "Oh God." So that's sort of the topic. I thought I would introduce the topic very cleverly, but it's about those types of sayings. I don't know if there's a name for them, but those sentence fragments that you tend to say just out of, I don't know, frustration or whatever immediate feeling comes to mind, and you can't intellectualize the whole thing, and you just blurt two words out just to kind of like swear words actually, but yeah. So as you know, I kind of identify myself as atheist, and it's not something I like to say, because it's one of those things. Once you start saying I identify as something or the other, you start kind of labeling yourself, and the whole thing about labeling, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm one of those people that always says, "Oh God," like all the time, ever since I can remember myself. And it's one of those things that it's not something you feel especially good. It's not something that torments me, but it's not something you feel especially good about, knowing that you're atheist, because it's not that you have strong feelings, but you find that maybe others would have an opinion on an atheist always constantly yelling "Oh God," and not in some condemnation or some sort of vitriolic fashion. They would just find it very odd that somebody would yell "Oh God" as if saying that repeatedly. And it's not like I go "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." I've never done that before, but just using it repeatedly throughout your everyday speech, or in times of frustration, etc., etc., would seem that, or they would think that you seem as if you have, some sort of affiliation or some sort of reliance on not so much the phrase, but God himself, because you keep saying that name. And I don't use it that very often, but I have noticed a few instances in which I've said it and someone has said, "Oh, don't you not believe in God, blah blah blah." There's a science behind it. There's a science behind things that repeat themselves, or patterns, and the comfort human beings find in it. So it's not completely out of the realm of science when people do repetitive things. In fact, there are, I think, an array of mental diseases, or mental illnesses that are proven through the symptom of repetitive behavior, and OCD probably being the most popular one. But the comfort that people get from patterns, and I personally believe everybody is mentally ill on some level. I'm just spouting out the cliches, aren't I? But so the point being is there is a science behind those types of patterns, and learned behaviors, and speech. Obviously, I'm not trained in linguistics, so I dare not go down that road. But in fact, on the religious side of things, there's the notions of things like mantras, and prayers and things like that. These things are very prevalent in religion, and I'm sure religion, not to say that scientific progress hasn't made any leaps and bounds, without forgetting some of the age-old tricks that people used in building up religion, and certain cults, etc., etc. With repeating things, and so anyway, I think you get the gist of what I'm saying, and I am so tired today. I think it was the sun, so maybe I just finish up here, because I am extremely tired. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I may or may not upload it. We'll see. Okay, bye.